This is what really makes you gain weight. 10 things that really make you gain weight. When it comes to weight loss and diet control, many Americans immediately think of severe restrictions, fad diets, and that painful sacrifice that seems impossible to maintain. We live in a country where obesity is a growing issue, and at every corner there's a new trend trying to tackle this problem. But are we focusing on the right things? What really makes you gain weight, and how can you lose it in a sustainable way? That's why, in today's video, we'll show you the 10 things that really make you gain weight and how to avoid them. This video isn't just another eat less and exercise more speech. We're going to dive into the root causes of the problem and, most importantly, how to deal with it in a way that actually works. So if you're over 40, you need to watch this video until the end, because the number one thing is what makes you gain the most weight, and you need to avoid it. Number 10. Lack of sleep, the hidden enemy. We Americans tend to underestimate the power of sleep and live in a culture that glorifies work until you drop. But what few realize is that sleep can be the key to controlling weight. In the rush of daily life, we often sacrifice precious hours of rest to finish projects, take care of the house, or simply because we're glued to screens late into the night. Studies in the United States show that adults who sleep less than 6 hours a night tend to have higher levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and lower levels of leptin, the hormone that makes us feel full throughout the day. As a result, we eat more and, worse yet, crave the wrong foods, usually those rich in sugar and fat. For those in the 40-plus age range in the U.S., where quality sleep can already be a challenge due to stress and other factors, ensuring adequate rest is one of the most effective ways to help control weight. Getting a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night can do more for your waistline than you might think. This is a mistake I see many people making when they want to lose weight. They eat well, exercise, but miss out on sleep and fail to shed pounds. Number 9. Emotional eating, the comfort trap. Have you ever found yourself diving into a tub of ice cream after a stressful day? Well, this is something very common, especially for those living in a country where work stress, financial stress, and life stress in general can be overwhelming. Like in the U.S., where we have a habit of seeking comfort in food. The problem is that this often means turning to high-calorie, nutrient-poor foods that harm your health. Emotional eating, whether from sadness, stress, or even boredom, can easily become a vicious cycle in your life and lead to more serious problems. When we're under pressure, the body releases cortisol, which increases appetite and encourages fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area. As a result, you eat more than you need, and instead of feeling better, weight gain ends up causing even more frustration. Recognizing that you're eating for emotional reasons and not physical hunger is the first step to breaking this cycle. Even in the U.S., where stress is almost part of the culture, finding alternative ways to cope with your emotions, such as exercise, hobbies, or even talking to a friend, can help reduce emotional eating episodes and prevent it from becoming a vicious cycle. Number 8. Calorie-packed drinks, the invisible villain. When we talk about weight control, many people focus on food but forget about something that has a huge impact: drinks. In the United States, we have a real obsession with sodas, processed juices, and energy drinks. These beverages are loaded with sugar, which means you're consuming hundreds of calories without even noticing. For example, a single glass of regular soda can have more than 150 calories, and how often do you drink just one glass? Now imagine repeating that every day for 10 or 20 years. The problem is that these liquid calories don't satisfy you, so you end up eating the same amount of food, or even more, in addition to those extra calories. And while they may be delicious, they're one of the things that really make you gain weight and need to be avoided. Another big culprit is alcoholic beverages. A beer here, a glass of wine there. They also have calories, and like sodas, they can sabotage your efforts to lose weight. In the U.S., Where happy hours and social events often involve alcohol, it's easy to lose control. So, what's the solution? It's pretty simple. Replace those drinks with healthier alternatives like sparkling water, unsweetened tea, or even black coffee. If you consume alcohol, try to limit the amount and choose lower-calorie options. Use moderation and balance during these moments, and remember your weight loss goals. Number 7. Sedentary lifestyle. The danger of staying still. We spend a lot of time sitting, and at work, in the car, at home watching TV, or browsing social media. The modern lifestyle in the United States often means we spend most of the day without moving, gradually becoming sedentary. And with that comes weight gain because the human body is designed to move, but a lack of physical activity slows down metabolism and contributes to fat accumulation. When you exercise regularly, your body burns calories, strengthens muscles, and keeps your metabolism up throughout the day. But if you're spending more time sitting than moving, it can be difficult to avoid weight gain, especially if you're over 40. A lack of activity is one of the main factors that lead to weight gain and can cause more serious issues over time. The solution here is simple, but requires consistency. Try to incorporate more movement into your daily routine. Walk more, take the stairs instead of the elevator, park your car a little farther from work or the store. Small changes make a big difference when it comes to weight control, and this is one of the things that really make you gain weight: staying still for too long without doing physical activities. Number 6. Boredom. Eating the silent trap. In a society that values instant entertainment, we often find ourselves eating simply because we're bored. This happens much more than we realize, and many times we're not even aware of it. Here in the United States, where access to fast food and snacks is so easy, it's common to grab something to eat while watching TV or browsing the internet. The problem is that eating when you're not hungry leads to extra calorie consumption that your body doesn't need. And what's worse, these snacks are usually highly processed and full of sugar or fat, which constantly harm our bodies and can lead to more serious problems and many diseases. To avoid falling into this trap, it's important to learn to differentiate between true hunger and boredom. Try replacing the snacking habit with other activities that keep you occupied, like reading, walking, or pursuing a hobby. But if your urge to eat doesn't go away, prepare a healthy snack that helps you avoid gaining weight. Number 5. Diet high in processed foods. Processed foods are everywhere in the United States, and it's hard to avoid them. They're convenient, fast, and generally tasty, but they're also full of empty calories, sugar, and unhealthy fats. The problem with these foods is that they provide little real nutrition and leave you hungry shortly after eating, which causes you to eat more than you should. A diet rich in processed foods not only contributes to weight gain, but also increases the risk of health problems like diabetes, heart disease, and chronic inflammation in your body. Replacing processed foods with more natural and whole options like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can make a huge difference in your health and your weight. Number 4. Portion sizes, a big problem. If you've eaten out in the United States, you've probably noticed that the portion sizes served in restaurants around the world are much smaller. Portions in the U.S. have grown significantly over the past 30 years, and this also affects what we consider a normal portion at home. When you eat more than your body needs, the excess calories are stored as fat. Controlling portion sizes in your daily meals can be difficult, but it's one of the most effective ways to prevent weight gain. Try using smaller plates, serving yourself more modest portions, and eating slowly to give your body time to feel full. That way, you'll often be surprised to find that you need less food than you think. Number 3. Hormonal imbalance. When we reach our 40s, the body starts to go through hormonal changes that can affect weight control. For men, testosterone levels decrease, which can result in muscle loss and an increase in body fat. For women, menopause also brings significant hormonal changes that can make it harder to lose weight. These hormonal changes can make it more difficult to maintain your weight, even if you're doing everything right in terms of diet, exercise, and sleep. Consulting a doctor or endocrinologist to monitor your hormone levels can help find strategies to deal with these imbalances. This might include hormone therapy or adjustments to your diet and exercise routine. So always consult a specialist. They can help you balance your hormone levels. Number 2. Eating too fast. In the US, we're always rushing, and with this rush comes the habit of eating too quickly, whether it's for work, kids' activities, or anything else that fills our schedules. When you eat too fast, your brain doesn't have time to process the satiety signals your body sends. This process takes about 20 minutes for the brain to realize you're full. So if you finish a meal in 5 minutes, there's a good chance you've consumed more than necessary, harming your body without even realizing it. In American restaurants, where portions are already large, this combination of eating quickly and overserving yourself can be a perfect recipe for weight gain in a short amount of time. The ideal is to slow down and savor each meal. Chewing slowly not only improves digestion, but also helps you better recognize when you're full. If you make an effort to dedicate at least 20 minutes to each meal, you'll find that you eat less and feel full for longer. Number 1. Excessive sugar consumption, the main culprit. And finally, we've reached the biggest villain of all the 10 things that make you gain weight: sugar. Excessive sugar consumption is one of the main reasons why so many people in the United States struggle with weight gain and many fail. It's everywhere, from sodas and desserts to healthy foods you wouldn't even imagine, like salad dressings and cereals. In addition, refined sugar causes spikes in blood glucose, leading to a rapid release of insulin. While insulin helps remove excess glucose from the blood, it also promotes fat storage, especially if you keep consuming large amounts of sugar throughout the day. This creates a cycle of energy spikes and crashes throughout the day, making you crave more sugar to feel better again, and the cycle continues. In the United States, the fast food culture and the availability of sugar-laden processed foods make it hard to avoid sugar completely. But the key to weight control lies in being mindful of what you're eating. Read food labels and avoid those that contain large amounts of added sugar. Swapping sugary drinks for water or unsweetened tea is an excellent first step. By reducing the amount of sugar in your diet, you not only control your weight, but also improve your overall health, reducing the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Before you go, click on the video that's appearing on your screen so we can continue our conversation. I'll be waiting for you there. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and leave your comment.